today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how not to be a social media hobo. And I was inspired to shoot this video for you based on a cartoon I found on the internet the other day. And it was a cartoon of this guy who was obviously living on the street, and he was bragging about how many retweets he gets, Facebook pages he puts up, and blogging that he does. And then on the bottom it says that he's a social media guru. So obviously he's very good at doing social media, but he's broke. And that image really made me chuckle because I realized that a lot of people who use social media for business, whether it be business owners or internal marketing people or social media managers or contractors, they lose focus of really what the true number one goal of business is, and it's to make money. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that over-delivering on value to your customers or your clients, providing great customer service, doing all the right moral things, you should be doing those things. But you need to remember that the number one goal really of a business is to bring in more money, whether it be cutting expenses, bringing in more revenue, increasing the bottom line. And we'd be lying with ourselves if we didn't say that was true. And so when business owners plan to or going to invest time and money and energy in any sort of marketing, even social media marketing, we need to try to get the best understanding possible of what the return is going to be on those efforts. As much as we can. You know, people in social media like to talk about brand awareness and engagement and all these terms. And while it can be sometimes hard to track the return on investment of those various things, you still want to have the mindset that the ultimate goal is to figure out as best as possible what the return is monetarily on those efforts. I mean, you're running a business, and that's really what it comes down to. So regarding the cartoon that inspired this video, it's important to remember that friends, followers, retweets, etc. don't make money by themselves. Obviously, that guy that was living on the street had all these retweets and had all these putting up Facebook pages and doing blogging. But if there isn't a strategy and a plan based on real marketing principles, more traditional marketing principles and human psychology and relationship stuff behind what he's doing and making sure it's turning into a return monetarily, at least at some point, you're going to be broke like the guy in the street. And so it's important to follow or have an understanding of at least some basic marketing principles like a unique selling proposition. What's the unique selling proposition of your business? If you're a bakery and there's 15 other bakeries in town, what are the one or more unique things that separate you from the rest? And how do you depict that to the people, the customers, or the clients in your marketplace to make them understand what that is that you're selling? That's just as you can have a USP, but if you don't describe it right or explain it in a way that's easy for people to understand, it's worthless. Secret knowledge. What sort of knowledge that you have that may be unknown to some potential clients or customers in your marketplace that can establish you as an authority or an expert. And that's really important when it comes down to internet marketing, social media. You're doing, blogging or putting little snippets of in tweets or Facebook updates or what have you. If you're doing an ebook or a video like this, what's that secret knowledge that you have that can establish you as an expert and have some authority to gain people's respect and want them to do business with you? And then the other one that's really important is target market. That guy could have all these retweets on Twitter, but if he has, customers and clients and whatnot, or potential customers or clients, where are they hanging out? Maybe they're not even really on Twitter. Maybe that's why he's broke. Great, he has all these retweets going to people that don't ultimately care about what he sells or what he's doing. So where do they hang out? And it's important to remember that it's quality over quantity is really what I stress, where it's not, yes, reach is important, and you do want to have a big network. It is a numbers game. You do want to have a lot of fans, and you want to have followers online, but that shouldn't be your number one goal, just to blow up your number on the number of Facebook friends you have, or fans on your page. That shouldn't be the goal. The goal should be finding qualified people or qualified leads who would be interested in your products and services, and then grow that number instead. It's very easy. Anyone can go out and get these different pieces of software and add a ton of people to Facebook or Twitter, but no one's going to buy anything, and it's a waste of time and energy and money. So this leads to number two idea here, which is talking about definiteness of purpose, which is a term coined by Napoleon Hill, who wrote Think and Grow Rich. And what it comes down to is the people who are really successful in business almost always have one clear single objective. Now, you may have multiple goals and multiple things going on, multiple tangible ideas that you want to implement, but they need to be all focusing ultimately towards one clear single objective. And that objective in business is increasing the bottom line and making more money. That's what it ultimately is. So while it is important to provide goodwill to the people, your clients and customers and subscribers, to your email list, or if they follow you on Facebook or whatever, provide them goodwill, provide them over-deliver on value, even free value to a certain extent, to where you're putting your best foot forward, building rapport, building relationships. This is all important, real good human stuff that we should be doing. But you shouldn't be using this as excuses for poor performance. Meaning, they should support your objective of building your business. Now, I'm not saying you should have an agenda or be a backstabbing person or anything like that. But ultimately, your goal needs to be you are building these strategic relationships, you are building rapport, you are providing value, heading in the direction of building your business and growing revenue and your customer base and all of those things. You cannot forget that. That's extremely important. I think this gets lost a lot of the time in social media because people get so used to the relationship aspect of it and the more, fun part of social media, which is great and all, but you need to make sure it's focused on the one clear objective of your business. Number 3, social media can be a distraction. You may say that you're on Facebook during work time and doing work, but are you really... Is it really work for your business? Are you chatting with friends on Facebook? Are you really working? Are you really trying to engage with people as your brand and as your business and increasing the awareness of your company and doing contests or sending out messages or doing the things that are actually leading back to the goals you have set for your social media marketing and then ultimately back to this one clear objective? Social media is it's a mindset thing. It's just all about awareness, and awareness is half the battle. And understanding that social media can be a distraction, and in 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds, you can be off looking at a friend's Facebook page and completely ignoring the fact that you're supposed to be working on growing your business. It happens to me all the time, and I have to pull myself away and say, okay, I need to get back to work. And so I just wanted to share that with people because it's extremely easy. And number 4, and I think this is the most critical of all, is you need to know your goals before you start, and you need to make a plan and a strategy that you're going to implement to reach those goals. And I'm talking about understanding going from your unique selling proposition to what secret knowledge you have to where your target market hangs out to then using that stuff to create the content that is going to be personally relevant to your target market, the people that are going to be interested in your products and services, finding out where they're hanging out, spending most of your time online there, keeping track of your reach and how your engagement is and all those social media factors, but then ultimately taking those social media related metrics and focusing them back on your one clear objective, which is how much money is this bringing in for the company? How much is this cutting expenses? How is it growing the business? Because otherwise, what's the point? You're just having fun on social media, and that's great and all, but it's a business and it needs to be treated like one. So you need to have this strategy before you do anything. I'm saying that anyone with minimal computer skills can use social media. I was saying that earlier that even a monkey can be trained on social media probably and put up a Facebook page. It's very easy to put up a Facebook page. Anyone can do that. A business can do that. But how successful is it really going to be without these strategies and having a plan and a goal to use it correctly from a more traditional marketing perspective and using some of the tactics in marketing that have been around and proven for decades and decades? So that's it for my presentation today on how not to be a social media hobo, so you're not using social media while living on the street. And if you would like to implement some of this stuff, this is all really exactly what we do with our clients, from the unique selling proposition to secret knowledge to understanding your target market and then crafting content for them and going after them on social media networks and all that good stuff. So if you would like to apply some of this stuff to your business, then I recommend you get our free social media audit. With our audit, we go through your entire digital marketing presence and your business and put together some action-oriented recommendations based on this stuff that then you can then immediately apply to your business. So if you're interested, please click on the button below, submit your info, and we'll get back to you within 1 business day. Thanks, and make it a great day.